Hi, I'm Shikah, and thank you for being here with me today. And today I'm going to talk about how it's good for us to take a breather, especially if you've been working really hard on a course or on a master class, and it's good for us to take a breather and see what happens. Okay, so what I mean by this is that, or rather, let me tell you the background story for today's episode. I was scrolling through Instagram yesterday, and then I saw this quote. It says, "Take a step back and let things unfold as they may. The thing you're working on needs some space. Pause in order to consider carefully what to do next. It does no good to try to force a seed to sprout. If you take a step back, it will present itself in due time." So that's the end of the quote. The quote is from Till Swan, who is a metaphysical expert, I believe. And maybe you don't find this quote profound to you at all, but I felt it intensely yesterday because I'm right in the middle of creating a done for you goal setting masterclass. So I've been pushing myself to do more tasks in one day recently. I've been pushing myself a little bit more recently as compared to the last few months. So if you're in the middle of pushing a course or a program out, this quote can affirm you that it's okay to take a deep breath and relax a little bit. I believe that it's best for us not to launch a course or masterclass if you feel that it's too premature. You know, sometimes you have that feeling that it's just too premature to release this. I can't explain it, but sometimes the timing just does not feel right. So if it does not feel right, or if your course or masterclass was done in a rush and you don't feel any connection with it, I feel that it's good to take a step back and reconnect with your intention for creating that masterclass or course in the first place. So I'm taking 3 days to slow down and reconnect with my own intention of creating my done for you goal setting masterclass. I will launch it by the end of April 2023. I'm not sure when you're listening to this, but yeah, that's my plan. So anyway, I hope you don't find this lame in any way, but I like to be intentional when I create my done for you workshops and workbooks and all that. So sometimes it's good for us to let our programs or courses bloom in its own time. But I also believe that we need to set a set timeline as well. Because if we are going to let our courses just develop on their own, just let them develop on their own, it might take weeks or even years for us to launch a product, and that will be a bit too slow. Yeah. So it's good to set a timeline. So for example, I will set a timeline like this. I plan to launch this done for you masterclass by the end of April. And then I will work on it. And at the same time, I will give it room, or rather, I'll give myself room to get creative and relax in between creation. So I will not be working hard all the time. I'll be working in spurts. So I'll be working really hard for a few days, and then I'll relax for a few days, maybe, go with the flow for a bit, and then I'll work again. So that's my flow. So that's what I do to let my products or masterclasses take a breather and develop. So anyway, this means you can also take your mind 100% off your work whilst you go out and be present and do fun things. That's also one way for you to let your products take a breather, for you to take a breather from your products. And when you come back to your work after taking a breather, there is a very high chance that you will have hits of creativity, new exciting ideas, new perspective, and what some of us call spiritual downloads. You may have to Google that out. So, in other words, your course or masterclass will shape itself to be something which is meaningful to you and something which the world needs out there. So it will have a totally different meaning altogether. And if you have been furiously working non-stop recently, perhaps this is a sign that it's actually good for you to take a breather. And I'm curious, do you find it difficult or easy to take a step back when you are overworking yourself? For me, I'm an ambitious person, so it can be very challenging for me to take a step back. But I know that there are merits to going with the flow and slowing down. So I will consciously tell myself to slow down on certain days, and I will actually put it in my calendar to slow down on certain days and to be present on certain days. So I have to put it in my calendar in order for it to work for me. So that's the way I do things, and I hope this episode is inspiring in some way. And thank you for listening to me, and I hope this helps you to believe that slowing down can be good for you, and it can up level the meaning of your courses and masterclasses. I hope that makes sense. Okay, anyway, thank you for being with me today. I will see you in my next episode. Bye.